Bay. Who doesn't like Booty Bay? Besides everybody, because it's not a team fight oriented map. However, everyone loves rotations, except for everybody except for me. I love rotations, and this is a map that, as we saw in last game, basically I believe Nihilum was only up by about 3/4 of a level, and from that point on to about level 18. From that point on, for about the next 4 minutes, they were able to accumulate a level 18 to a level 16 lead, almost 2 whole levels from that point, just off of rotations. So yeah, rotations, boys and girls, they're important in this game.
Rotations, man. If there's anything League of Legends can teach us, it's rotations. You need to get the magic alien guy. Rotations.
Rotations.
Yeah. All right. Either way, VermitraX and Nihilum. It was first pick there for Vermi. They're saying, we see you and your Brightwing, although I'm not entirely too sure Nihilum's been running Brightwing. But they say no. Oh, yeah, they were. They actually had Brightwing last round. So Brightwing ban into an Abathur ban.
Okay,
that is something we don't ever see about.
I love that ban. That is either, one, a throwaway ban, or two, something that they have played against VermitraX before, and they love playing Abathur, or VermitraX loves playing Abathur on this map, and Nihilum says no. So this can go either way. From what you've told me about the European scene in terms of Abathur, that's an appropriate ban. So I'm okay with this.
Yeah, we do see him a lot more banned in Europe than we ever do even see play in North America. Ever since the backdoor builds and the promotes were all kind of destroyed, you don't really see him much here in the North American scene, and any of them, like pro, amateur, anything. So yeah, he is a great band here, I want to say, but VermitraX, I mean, they come out swinging. Look at this: Sylvanas, Illidan, Kael'thas, and then Vikings. That by themselves, Vikings plus Sylvanas, is a scary way to start off Blackguards.
This might or might not have been an oversight by Nihilum, Nihilum. I'll call him Nihilum.
Somebody might actually tell us how to say the name. I have no idea.
Hopefully. But Sylvanas Vikings, very powerful combo. Not sure how well it is on Blackhearts, but on a map like Dragonshire, where it's a lot more closer together, the lanes are, and even Garden of Terror, that combo right there is very deadly in terms of being able to split up the Vikings and then just have Sylvanas and then 3 other high clear or damage dealers just be able to push down a lane. So I know on Blackhearts, they keep the Vikings up in the top, split them up, and then have 4 people push if you have Sylvanas with it as well. So I would like to see what VermitraX goes here. It might be an entirely like push-oriented comp, and then they pick up Uther.
Kerrigan? Thrall?
I could see Kerrigan.
The Uther tells me that we want to go for a melee. It's not necessarily. It's just like, that's what I always think of. Every time I see an Uther, well, we could also see the Zeratul once more. You never know. Nihilum, whatever you want to call them. They did not hesitate. Malfurion Mirrodin, done.
Nope. Perfect counter in terms of healer to what VermitraX is trying to pull out. Yeah, sure, they could still go Jaina. They could go Vala. However, with Lost Vikings, Sylvanas, it's very sustainy type of damage. And what does Malfurion love most? Not burst damage. So he'll enjoy out healing whatever VermitraX tries to pull out. They still have 2 picks though, so we could still see a Jaina be pulled out. However, they do need a warrior to round out this comp.
Tyrael, Anubarak, they've been very much favorites today. Nihilum has really gone with Mirrodin as their absolute 100% pick. Nobody's interested in even dealing with it.
Yeah. They could go Tyrael and Anubarak here. They're still, both of them still up on the board. I'm not sure how well it does into an Illidan, but I feel like if both Tyrael and Anubarak went in and used their CC, I'm sure that Illidan isn't long for this world.
Oh yeah, it's an Illidan start there from Nihilum. Yeah. No Tassadars today. Do you think the last pick here could be a Tassadar for Illidan? Just rely solely on the damage of Kael'thas? There's the ETC. I
Oh,
want to say like
Vermitrax.
Vala. I want to see a Vala here.
I think you're right. I think it's gonna be a Vala here. They need more damage because ETC's kind of turned into a CC bot more so than he already was. But huh.
Huh. Nope, it will be the Zeratul. So
I
they do actually take the melee usefulness of Zeratul, but that's 3 melee for Vermitrax. Not only the ETC going in, but Uther has to follow Zeratul, of course, likely to be getting a lot of those divine shields. Will the Vermitrax Zeratul be more effective against Nihilum than last round? That is yet to be seen. So this leaves us open here for our red side. Illidan can either go double support here, they could go flex with the Tyrande or the Tass, or they can pick up the Vala themselves, or they can just do whatever they want.
So what's scary about these last two picks is that Zeratul could VP the back line and essentially have ETC stage dive on top of it and start the initiation off that way, which is a lot of damage and a lot of slow for Lost Vikings and Sylvanas to start outputting more damage onto anyone that isn't in that VP. Or if they just want to save the end, there's the Tassadar.
Woo!
So
That's our
yeah,
first Tassadar of the day.
Tassadar gets to get played. I'm happy. Huh. This is a Tassadar where I'm not sure what you want to go level 4 because there isn't a lot of AoE abilities that can like reach long range. So you might be able to put a healing ward on the back line and you heal up, KT, Malfurion, and Muradin in
Or
these team fights if you keep it far away.
or Tassadar can go promote.
No, I know he could go promote, but with the nerf to healing ward, we've obviously seen him go, promote more or less over the past couple of weeks since this patch. But if they did feel like Malfurion wasn't outputting enough healing or wouldn't output enough healing, they definitely could have a healing ward.
Yep. No, but to add the healing ward to go with the Malfurion, that seems a little much. Because it doesn't really add anything. Like the Tranquility is going to be popped every team fight as is. So I'd like to see Protective Shield or Promote personally.
Yeah. Well, no, he can't go Protective Shield.
Yeah, you can.
Can Tassadar?
Level 4? Pretty sure you can go Protective Shield.
No.
All right, I might be wrong.
He has. I think he can buff minions with his shield and then either have a shield on somebody permanently for like 50% of what it was worth.
Be that way. So we'll see either Promote or Healing Ward.
Yeah.
Or could go old school with Mental Acuity.
Yeah, you could go the Clairvoyance, or yeah, you could drop the Oracle from 30 to 20.
You're right though. There's no protective, so I must be thinking of Malfurion's tree for some reason.
That would be really cool though to have Tassadar have double shield.
Shields on shields. Yeah.
No one would die.
Like, he gets rewind at 20, gets more shields.
Oh, that's oof. No, I don't even want to think about that. That's just nasty.
All right, so my official multilingual chat is saying Nihilum. Nihilum.
Nihilum.
Nihilum.
Nihilum?
Nihilum.
Okay.
What they say, so let's go with that. Nihilum.
Nihilum.
Yep. All right, we're into the lobby, and we're going to be getting this game started here in just a moment, folks. But Nihilum and Vermitrax for our semis. Winner, of course, moves on to our best of 3 finals, and we don't actually have all of our semi-finalists figured out yet. DYB, which is a name I think I should recognize, Do Your Best, has actually bested all of their opponents to reach the other semis on the other side of our brackets. But they're waiting for the victors of Elysium Gaming, and I'm not even going to try to say that other team. There's a Polish team up against Elysium Gaming, and the winner of that will move on to Do Your Best, and then the winner of that will move on to the winner here of Nihilum and Vermitrax. So that's how the bracket has shaked out. Pretty good showing from a lot of the teams here.
Yeah, definitely. A lot of good play so far.
Unicorns
definitely.
of Death got all the way to quarters. They were the big team. I think they're a French team. Yeah, they got 4 people here from France, 1 from Belgium, which is mostly French, anyways. I think.
Are they still in, or did they get knocked out?
No, they lost to Do Your Best, but I do know that that's what the French team, the French streams we're following. They're supporting Unicorns of Death for a lot of their matches.
I'm
I guess
sorry,
they
French
lost.
viewers. They have failed you.
Je suis désolé. Yes, I am sorry. Not entirely too sure what we're waiting on here, but very excited to see once again the unique drafts going on. VermitraX and Zeratul. We saw, I think, something of the power of a Zeratul last round with that focused attack. I don't think it really
It didn't
worked
pan
out.
out.
No, I don't think so either. But we'll have to see what VermitraX is up their sleeves for it.
Hopefully something better. Wait, are both the Against All Authority guys playing Zeratul? Who played Zeratul in the last
Twins.
game?
Twins. Yeah. They
Was
have.
did,
Does VermitraX have an AAA?
yeah, Lotus.
Oh,
Or at
well,
least
there
it
you go.
looks like, yeah.
Everybody loves Zeratul, apparently.
Hey, all the Against All Authority guys. Against all Zeratuls. I don't
Against
know.
all Zeratuls,
Against
yeah.
all Zeratuls. They can make their team again. And just call it AAZ as.
Did you know that Mr. Todd Merlot was supposed to be on Against All Authority way back in the day?
Ooh, I did not know that.
Yep, he's now been doing some ESL casting with Kylaris and crew for the ESL majors.
Nice.
Not a bad player. I've had the pleasure of playing with Todd a little bit. Doesn't say much in games though, so yeah, c'est la vie. He is, but yeah, I don't think I've seen Against All Authority in anything since.
No.
So I'm not entirely too sure if they actually do have something of a remnants of a team, but a lot of their other players have been distributed out and amongst, which is why you should never name yourself after a team, because if it fails, you're stuck with it. Look at Curse Fury.
Yeah, Curse.
Hasn't been
I
part
was
of Curse
just
forever.
about to bring that up. Who else better than Curse Fury in order to tell yourself never name yourself as part of a team?
Yeah, unless you have like a year worth of contract or something. Something that will, stick.
Well, look at Saint Vicious over on the League of Legends Reddit. I believe his name is still CLG Saint Vicious, despite not being on that team for 3 years. So there you go. Gotta just call yourself by your handle, guys. Can't put
I
your
would have
team-
expected Riot to kind of fix that.
Well, they're busy.
All right, so somebody is just using the facilities then as well.
These players these days, and they're ill prepared.
Your bowels are not prepared.
They're not prepared. Who knows? He might have had food poisoning. This is why he's where he is right now. All right. Apparently he's nope. He's still not out.
Here's the draft for you
guys.
guys. If you are wondering what we're looking at, this is our first ETC of the day, first Tacit Art of the day, and that's it. Everyone else has been played. But I mean, you're definitely a very big fan of Tassadar from your here's the dorm performance, Mr. Kotank.
I love Tassadar. There's nothing more that brings joy to myself than knowing that a Tassadar can either 1v1 a DPS out of a fight through Archon, or just be able to mitigate and engage or disengage with Force Wall. There's so many lovely things that can do that can happen when a Force Wall comes up, that a lot of people still would rather go with the more consistent Archon. But if a team is fully stacked in favor of damage, I feel like Force Wall is probably the right choice.
Try to split up the teams, try to make sure they don't have escapes, try to facilitate your own escapes. Yep.
Very little in terms of disengage. Like, let's see. For VermitraX's team, you could do some things. Unfortunately, you have the E over with Sylvanas. ETC can't power slide through it, so that's cool.
Can Vikings jump a Force Wall?
They can jump a Force Wall. The Vikings can jump anything. Let's be real.
They can't jump over trees.
They can, but they get stuck in them, which is unfortunate. So.
All right. Just Uther, of course, has no escapes there either. But going in with, I feel like it's going to actually be an Archon, because the only big damage here is Kael'thas and Illidan. Illidan feels more like a pseudo tank rather than assassin these days. I mean, he'll just draw all the ire, and he's going to have to play defensively for it. So I really do think it will be a bit more of an Archon, because I don't think I've seen Force Walls in Europe at all. Well, I could be wrong on that one. But we finally started the game. Yeah.
You mean the innovative Europeans haven't pulled out Force Wall? For shame, guys.
They might
Come
have.
on.
I just haven't seen it.
Come on. You gotta make me proud.
haven't
Make me proud, Europe.
And it is Blackheart's Bay once more. Not exactly a lot of short, narrow areas for that wall to get a best of value. A lot of very wide open areas here. So, yes, Team Nihilum up against VermitraX here for our semis. And I believe it was actually Nihilum Blue once more. And I think I got the wrong team names then. No, I don't. Never mind. I'm good. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Always good. Friends. Load
There's
times.
no Brightwing in this game.
No, she was banned.
Yeah.
What do you think of that?
Like I said, NA's been doing it a lot more. Because it's just a pain to deal with. Oh, and as we get a pause, Brightwing is just one of those champions where you could literally basically put her on any team, put it on any team, and it goes, well, the comp is better for it. You basically can have her split pushing, and then when there's trouble, just have her phase right on in. If she takes the shield with phase, even better. And then all of a sudden you have a team fight turn from a 4v4 into 4v5, and there's not much the other team can do about it.
Yeah, not much at all. Man. Well, while we got the pause going on, introduce the teams, because once more here on the left-hand side, representing the blue side of the Nexus, it will be Stock, Tazdingo, Rolik, Ivanathil, and Alex the Pro G as Illidan into the bottom lane today. Alex has been mostly doing, he's done a Nubarak, and what did he do last round? I want to say this is his first time on Illidan.
He was on Tyrant. He was on Tyrant.
Yeah, okay.
Very good Tyrant.
Possibly his first time on Illidan. Quite the skin, though, so he knows what's up. And, yeah, who's on the flip side, sir?
Yeah, we have the Night Elf brothers going on, even though I know that Night Elves for life. Anyways, over on the right hand side we have VermitraX, we have Smexy Style on the Uther, BZ on the Sylvanas, Against All Authority Lotus on the Zeratul, Bims on the ETC, and then down at the bottom we got the Vikings on D-Scape.
Now, Vikings up against an Illidan is definitely a bit more advantageous towards the Vikings, but there was a Tassadar kind of hanging around down there. Wasn't too sure where Tazdingo was going to go, but looks like he has now come up top. And remember, you never want to die for the eye, although they are still kind of posturing around it.
But it's so great. It gives you vision of not only the top lane, but of the bottom lane as well.
Just
who doesn't like that?
Yeah. Escape is now going to try to take on Alex, and Alex, again, I'm not entirely too sure going to be able to really do much about that, but Tazdingo has his master Tassadar, and he is going to be the first one here on the scene for these coins, but Stock going to be taking some big damage, and Escape has now left the game.
Everybody leaving games now.
What is going on, Europe? Must be some really hefty storms out there.
I don't know how well Europe's internet is. I would assume it's good in some areas. In some areas not so good, but
Either way, Vikings are going to have to hit that well and rely upon their healing for now. But top chest was taken. Most of the coins, all 5 actually, going to go over the way of VermitraX as Alex has picked up all 5 bottoms. So it's an even trade. And level 1 towns, what do you see? Psi Infusion, got Mana Addict, so Mana Addict instead of what I see mostly in solo queue of the health with the Fell.
Against a team like this, I feel like you don't really need to go the Fell Infusion. You have Malfurion healing you up. You have the Tassadar shield. There really isn't a lot of burst on the other side to constitute for the for the infusion. So Mana Addict is the right choice here.
Now we're likely to see once again the triple thunderclaps. There you go. With reverberation and Thunderburn lately for the Mirrodin into give him the axe. So we'll have to see if that actually will come to light. We do got Rapid Displacement on Lotus, and who is going to find this Illidan, but unfortunately that's all he's going to be able to do. He's not going to be able to take down Illidan this early on. Not with that much health left on him. Stock is now going to come down. It's actually does successfully leash out the Pirates, so it won't be a steal here from the Vikings.
Oh, he wants to, though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, they want to.
He
but
decides against it, which is the right choice.
there's the promote. Taz Dingo now taking over bottom lane.
Good old promote does come out. Let's see if anything interesting on either side.
It is focused attack again though from Zeratul.
I'll have to ask these players what's how the Zeratul is supposed to be played and built if he goes first aid again, because maybe it's a more all around Zeratul, but I just don't feel like the damage is getting put out like it should be.
A jack of all trades, Zeratul.
Yeah,
could be. Could be. We do got some Envenoms out there. Protective Shield from the Uther. Protective Shield from our Malfurion. Escape is still doing the best that he can, but between like the Mercs and now these promotes, there's not too much success rate so far with these Vikings. So maybe that's how you do it with Taskar. Just get promote and get up against them. Rolik in the mid though with that Kael'thas. He's way too far forward and he gets body blocked down. That's going to be the first blood going the way of Vermitrax as they successfully defend.
Rule number 1 of Kael'thas: never be alone, because a gank will come for you. A very immobile champion, unfortunately.
Yep, no escapes means usually a lot of death. Alex is going to find the double of ETC and Lotus, but I mean, nothing else is really going to happen there. Having the Odin do the Mercs is, just overall really good play, really good rotation.
This seems like a very fast chest. I might be wrong.
They're 2 minutes apart, I believe, 2.5, plus or minus 15 seconds. I want to say. I saw a graphic recently about it. So 2 minutes in, they took the first chest really quick.
Yeah.
And that was at 1:15, 1:30. So
it must be when the last chest breaks that the timer resets. So yeah,
Yep.
no, you're right then.
Yep. It's more or less 2.5 minutes per chest after the chests are done. Quite a few chests over time. Yeah.
Now, Ambens does get out. They're gonna try to re-engage on this, it looks like, and Bims is caught out. However, they do proceed to back out.
Yeah, Bims and crew, they want to stop this, but they can't. There's just way too much flack between them and that Illidan. And 16 coins on Illidan is a guaranteed first strike. And with that tower down under half, this might actually be a fort too.
I feel like Nihilum is actually playing this really well by having all of their coins into one basket, which is the very hard to kill Illidan, very hard to catch out as well. However, as soon as I say that, Alex Pro-G does use his first aid and is able to get out.
Now we'll talk about this. There goes the there goes the fort. So enough damage. You bring that first tower just to half, that is enough to pick up a fort. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Today you learned. Look at the level 7s. This is what I was expecting from the Zeratul with the follow-through.
Yep.
But we have Remorseless on Sylvanas. Yeah. She's going to be Q attack, Q attack, Q attack repeatedly. You get a lot of value out of players that can, mechanically kind of dunk down that kind of level of key clicks.
I think they saw that there wasn't a lot of damage coming out from their team. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, you have the Zeratul. He now has the follow through. He can do a lot of damage in terms of his auto attack. However, I think they still saw it and went, that amount of burst isn't enough in order to want to do what we want to do. So, Sylvanas, go Remorseless. We're going to make you less of a pushy type of champion and more of a, hey, we're going to team fight you champion.
So BZ's pushing down top. Looks like that there's nobody even remotely close to her, so she's going to get that tower. This is not going to be a fort, though. This turn in here, it's not going to be a fort unless they actually nurture that. And so far, everybody's kind of split here from VermitraX. We got people pushing down top, we got some people cleaning up mid, and now bottom is actually getting really heavy pushed by Nihilum. And that's where the big defense has come out from VermitraX. Now, we do got level 10 from both sides, Mr. Kotank. And do you see what I see?
Let's see. Ooh, yeah, Shadow Assault. All right.
Shadow Assault and Defense Shield.
Well, yeah, but I was more happy about the Shadow Assault. Hey. But there's a fight going down on this Bruiser camp right now.
Yep, Viking boat coming out. They're not willing to give up those bruisers, but still ETC is going to pay for it. Lotus is in the back, but it's just not going to be enough. Once more, Tranquility showing its power and up against some of these teams. Escape is now out of that Viking boat, and unfortunately, it doesn't even look like they put a dent into the hit point there of Nihilum. There goes Olaf just doing a cartwheel midair, and that should be it for Baylog there, as well as Alex the Pro G finishes them off. 1, 2, and a double of the Vikings is going to be the result. The Bruisers, the Fort, and now pushing in up against those keep gates.
I've actually now just noticed how well the water mechanics are. When someone falls into it makes a nice little splash, you know, little reverberation.
I see a
Really
chest
cool.
up there.
Ooh, I do see a chest as well. Nice, a little bit of seaweed. You know, got your greens. We got in a fisher boat.
Apparently we missed Tassadar. Where the heck did Tassadar go?
How? So the question shouldn't be where did Tassadar die? It's
How did Tassadar die?
yeah, how did Tassadar die? He shouldn't die. But yeah, while we were looking at our chests, like
Yeah,
you know, people who've never looked at the map before, unfortunately Tassadar died.
If I had to say anybody would have died, wouldn't have been a Tassadar. I'll tell you that. Either way, level 12 to 11 are off that really good fight. Nihilum is now actually going to go grab those bruisers. So that's going to be some big pressure top here for VermitraX to deal with. Smexy Style and crew, though, are starting to put a little bit of a fight there mid, but they don't have anything to fall back to, so they will have to retreat. The Vikings are all split. They're going to try to use the power of the split for the soak, and now we have 14 more coins ready to go here for Nihilum.
This is perfect example in terms of how you rotate on this map. It's not about how many coins you get, it's actually about how much damage you do without the need of the pirate cannons. As you saw, with only 2 turn-ins, they were able to demolish the entire front 3 forts of Team VermitraX, and now they've turned in again, and middle keep is finally going to get damaged.
Yeah, top has already been cleared out. Mid and bot are already dead. And as you said, this is going to be towers and most of a keep, if not, and it won't be all of it, most of a keep. 12 coins, they need 16. Nihilum is just bankrolling really hard here. But unfortunately, we're almost out of camps to do. There's one up here. They are going to take this watchtower. Oh, they're going to go for boss, too. Everybody's rotating bottom from VermitraX.
What? I feel like if they had all bot or all top show for Nihilum, that they would counteract by starting boss, or they would counteract by trying to go top and prevent this boss. But interesting play for both of them. I feel like Nihilum hesitated, and VermitraX wasn't sure if they actually started that boss to begin with. But now, since both of them hesitate in their own way, there is going to be a fight up top.
Yeah, but it's not going to be enough. Bims can't get in there. No, he's just way too late. The boss is taken. He's already used that power slide. He didn't get to use Mosh last time. Will he this time? Everything is so split up. They're looking for the kill on top of Vonathil there in the back. But Alex the Pro G putting up such a huge front line, keeping most of VermitraX out to lunch at this point. Here goes the Mosh. It will not actually yield a kill. Alex the Pro G still looking for the kill on top of BZ, but he's still not going to get it. In fact, both players get to safety. Escape cannot say the same for 1, 2, and 3 of those Vikings. The Archon takes them down, and Alex is backed up to full health and still chasing down VermitraX with the help here of Stock, and that should be an Uther kill, I want to say. Right there, Smexy drops, and the boss is already opened the gate for him.
I love these fights where it takes like 30 seconds before anyone starts dying, and when it does, it turns into more of a chaotic fight. Very fun to watch. However, Nihilum finally pulling out what they needed to with killing off all 3 Vikings. However, because they are the Vikings, they're back up.
We once more have that wormhole coming out at 13 for our Zeratul, and you saw him just kind of get in, poke, and get out, but 16 to 14 advantage is something we don't really want to be chasing from VermitraX. They are kind of they were chasing. Wisely, they said no, but they have 4 coins to their name. They need 12. We have 14 coins to the Nihilum name, and they 16 now, sorry, and they only needed 2, aka none, and they have another turn-in ready to go. A turn-in at this point would be mid and top keeps.
This is really bad for VermitraX. I honestly feel like that once this Nihilum team hit the level 16, they just play it so well with KT being able to use Ignite, with Muradin finally being able to hit his stride in terms of his W build, Illidan getting his blood for blood, uh, Malfurion just being able to never die and going through all of his mana with the level 16 Hardened Focus. It's going to be very hard for Vermitrax to actually get off a fight where they win now.
And we do have those 16s, as you were mentioning. That's the next turn in. Mid fort already down. Top fort being worked away. I'm reasonably confident this is actually the top keep. Let's see, one, two, three. Absolutely.
There's 4 more.
Yeah, so that's going to start working on the bottom gate. In fact, that might actually clear, that will clear the bottom gate. 3 cannonballs there, 1 for each. Well, okay, it won't clear it exactly. But still, as you said, it's a really bad spot. Wow, it takes 3 cannons to destroy the actual gate. Did not know that. But still, the rotations are good. We're already starting to bankroll more coins here from Nihilum. We do got 16 from VermitraX, but is this too little too late?
This is a situation where Nihilum has done what they needed to do, and which is choke out the map. It's a point where Vermitrax is like, oh, we need to go here to stop this. Oh, we need to go here now to stop this. All the meanwhile, they're just taking all the coins on the map from all the doubloon camps and still taking up all of the other siege and bruiser camps in order to apply more pressure, in which Vermitrax has to say, oh, we need to take more of that. But a fight is breaking out for this bottom chest.
Oh, Bims. I think he wanted to mosh pit there. Nope, he actually didn't. All right, so apparently that's not going to be the mosh pit, but oh, he's got stunned right there. Now it's on the cooldown. Now we have a Viking boat going out as hard as it can, but still no real damage being suffered here from Nihilum, and they have 18 coins, which is exactly the count that they need for another turn in, and that should start finishing off that bottom. They can't let this happen. Bims has that mosh pit up, ready to go this time. If he doesn't get stunned out of it and he gets a good one, we might be able to take a fight, but the zoning potential with that Kael'thas, with the Malfurion now coming in, they are really, really not keen on having a coin turn.
Vermitrax has to stay here. Like, they can't move. If they do, the game's just about over at that point. All the keeps will be down, and all that will be left explored is the Nexus.
There it is.
Good mosh pit. Oh, no. It gets absolutely disabled right there, and Nihilum is able to just turn around right now, being able to take out 1, 2, 3. All that's left is Sylvanas and Uther, and they are able to just turn in, and this should be game right here.
Yeah, this absolutely should be game, because with that turn in and 2 defenders and 3 Vikings down, it's really only down to Sylvanas and Uther, and they're not going to be able to really start this. Catapults, promoted catapults, even have already started working right through that shield, and this is going to be GG, ladies and gentlemen. Nihilum is going once more to the finals here for the Enter the Storm qualifiers, number 11. They don't even need those cannon shots to finish this off. And back-to-back Dragonshire, back-to-back Blackheart's Bay victories puts these guys at a heck of an undefeated day.
I am at a loss for words, not because